In life, it's far better to be tough than intelligent. And I'm going to tell you why. There are a lot of people out in the world who are book smart, who have studied, who ingest a lot of content online from social media, from books, from educational pieces. But the thing that these people lack is experience. If you imagine the individuals who are winning in life, the people who you look up to, all of them got there through experience. There is no point going to university and getting a business degree, learning all this fucking theory from a book, and not starting a business. The only way you're actually going to become a pillar of knowledge, someone who knows how to start a business, run a business, manage a business, and keep it long term, is someone who starts a fucking business. You're never going to be good at sales if all you've done is read a bunch of theory on how to do sales, but you've never even taken a sales call in your life. So a lot of people who are like intellectual types kind of bother me a little bit, because for some reason people who are intellectual, whose brains fire really fast, they all pretend that they know something. They all really feel like they're the type of person who can be the pillar of knowledge for their community, for their friends. They're the ones that you can go to advice for. And that's just a big mistake. The most important thing in this life, or a more important thing, more important than intelligence, is toughness. Because when you're tough, you'll get after it. You'll get your hands dirty. When you're tough, you don't give a shit. I'm here to figure it out. I'm here to fail and keep pushing forward. And I'm not going to stop until the result appears. It requires numerous iterations before someone becomes advanced at something, before someone becomes a master. But intellectual people, they haven't even done the first iteration. They haven't even done the first challenge, which is starting something and failing. Yet they want to talk about how they know a lot about a certain subject. Like, you can read all the books on how to get big and eat well and gain muscle in the gym, but if you don't touch a weight, you will stay skinny. Now that premise applies to everything: business, getting women, attracting the opposite sex, making friends, winning friends and influencing people, getting big in the gym, every aspect of life. You can only become good at. You can only reach a period of excellence, a position of excellence, through experience. So it's way better to be tough than to be intelligent, because there's a lot of smart people out there. There's a lot of people who are in uni. There's a lot of people who think they know something, but when you look at their life, they don't really know anything. When you look at their life, they are not living what they're saying. Their brains function at a high work rate, but their action bias is lacking. And there's something kind of off-putting when someone talks too much. And this is what intellectual people are. They're talkers. They love to discuss and converse, but they don't like to get their hands dirty. They don't like to go through pain. And you're going to be a much more magnetic individual in life if all you do is take action and talk as little as possible. If you remove talking from your psyche, from who you are as a person, and all you do is just take action every single day, then you are going to become someone who is magnetic. You are going to make more money in life. You are going to win the friends that you want in life. You are going to be calmer in your body, in your mind, in your spirit. Your nervous system is not going to be as twitchy and uncomfortable, because you've lived these experiences to give you the truths that lie out there in the universe. There is no truth from reading something in a book. There is no truth from hearing about something, from listening to something and believing that you understand it. Because the only true way to understand something is to experience it. I can tell you all about how beautiful Spain is and all the little intricacies and details of the animals and the nature and the people. But until you're there and you actually feel it in a visceral way, you don't know it. You haven't experienced it. So I'm kind of sick of intellectual people throwing a bunch of jargon at you, throwing a bunch of smart people shit out at you as if they're a pillar of excellence, as if they're an authority on a subject, when in reality, they're faking it. When in reality, it's a mask that they've put on because they don't want you to see behind it. They don't want you to see that actually they're not as smart as they want you to think they are. A lot of intellectual people project this mask, this persona, this ego of smartness, of knowing something, of being a paragon of excellence. When in reality, they're just fucking doing mental masturbation online all day, every day, learning new topics, learning new subjects, educating themselves, but never getting in the field. And there is something that, like, people who get out there and just do business and just get their hands dirty, get in the gym and start doing things without talking, those people start to grow a disdain towards people who do not want to take action, but want to talk. Talkers are just annoying people to be around because they have a persona, they have an ego that they uphold with all their might. They don't want you to tear it down, but the minute someone with experience says, actually, no, that's not how it works, they hang on for dear life because that's their only persona, that's their only thing that they've held on to, which makes them special. And when you tear it away from them, they have the only choice they have at that point is to look at themselves and realize, maybe I don't know anything. Maybe I need to go get more experience. And it's a humbling experience for intellectual types. So the moral of this video is it's way better to be an individual who is tough than an individual who is intelligent. You're way better off in life to be tough, because when you're tough, you just get after it. When you're tough, you don't want to find out from what someone says. You want to find out yourself. You want to go out into the world and experience it, and you're willing to eat the pain to achieve the lesson. And you'll do it repetitively, over and over and over again, until you achieve the result. And those are the individuals who win in this life. Those are the individuals who you aspire to be like. Those are the individuals who you look up to. So stop educating yourself. Stop reading, watching, listening. Start doing. It's your only option. Peace.